Good evening, dear fellow Tbcians. Good morning, dear fellow Tbcians. Good afternoon, dear fellow Tbcians across the globe. This is Mr. Emmanuel Deniswa. I am coming live once again through this YouTube channel. I want to address members of the Billion Coin across the globe. Today is yet another day, a wonderful day for us. I would love to greet everyone on board in the great name of our lovely cryptocurrency called the Billion Coin. I would love to take us through another topic today, which I found it worth informative. Ladies and gentlemen, since you know that we always refer our broadcast or our minds to the blog. We always refer ourselves to wonderful information which comes from the blog. Here is an article which was posted on August 16, 2018. It reads as follows. The subheading is Three-Way Communication Builds Trust While Groups Destroy Confidence. Three-way communication builds trust while groups destroy confidence. It's a poster article which was posted on the 16th of August 2018. It goes on to say third-party calling and edification. It shows you here, is on top, trust via friendship, your prospects, trust via edification is an expert, and edification successful, knowledgeable, helpful, fun. So it's a three-way party calling. And let me read from here exactly and get the actual understanding of this demonstration here, this diagram here. It says, before I get started with the current topic of this blog post, I want to briefly clarify our TBC offer at this time. We are building a new financial system that is private for members only. From the ground up and within our abundance-based concept of all our members will become wealthy as either millionaires or billionaires. Our offer is simply this. For $110, any new member will ultimately become millionaires and billionaires, and their TBC Kringle coins will become fully liquid and 100% spendable once we have matured into a fully developed TBC Kringle economy that is global. Where else can you turn 110 US dollars into millionaires and billionaires status over the next 1 to 2 years? Where else can you turn 110 US dollars into millionaire and a billionaire status over the next 1 to 2 years? Now, I want to address the subject of how powerful three-way communication is having made that important clarification. Also, I will explain the dangers of building groups. TBC prospects are new members, and the new members face a mind-blowing paradigm shift when they examine our TBC offer. First, we present a gift of over $2,000 in our somewhat new digital money. That by itself is mind-blowing, and to test its validity, new members want to immediately spend it before they have taken the needed time to understand our money and the new financial system we are rolling out over the next couple of years. Redeemable cookies as the initial gift stops them from following through on the desire to immediately spend their gift and allows our community the opportunity to take the time needed to fully explain our fantastic offer to these new members. But are we dropping the ball at this critical junction? Many of these actively recruiting, many of those actively recruiting within the TBC community haven't fully grasped what our TBC offer is, and in many cases have superimposed a distorted version of the TBC offer based on what they think or understand it to be to their prospects and the new recruits. And the result can be discouraging for both the prospect slash recruit and their sponsor. Three-way communication is by far the best way to straighten out this situation. We want all of our new members to be excited and not left with a feeling of discouragement. An excited member is a member ready to learn and do our system that leads to success. Three-way communication is a time-tested and proven strategy which leads to positive results and income. Three-way communication is a time-tested and proven strategy which leads to positive results and income that has been used in a variety of business opportunities worldwide. Let's go over the three parties in the diagram above in the poster. It starts with you. Let's say you have not made much money yet in TBC. Now let's look at the TBC expect in the diagram. For best results, the TBC expect should have a firm grasp on what our real TBC offer is and is all about and possesses in-depth knowledge in that regard. But knowledge about TBC is not the most critical thing to have as a TBC expert. Cash flow is the most important thing. I want to highlight this. Cash flow is the most important thing. The experience gained in achieving regular cash flow is really what sets a TBC expert apart from those that just think they are TBC experts. Make sure you have teamed up with a fully qualified TBC expert before you start three-way communications with your prospects and the new recruits. A great place to find a TBC expert is among our active broadcasters. Interview a few of them and select one of them to be your partner, your personal TBC expert. Some of them even offer cash flow coaching services. Your prospects will already have a certain degree of trust with you. They are your connection. Many of your prospects will gladly accept our wonderful gift of cookies from you. Make your best effort to get them signed up and get the gift into their hands. Following our updated scripts can lead to great success in gift giving. See, so let us just click here and see over what this has got for us. This is an updated prospecting scripts. It says script for the people closest to you. It goes on to say, hey, I got a gift and I want to pass a gift to you too. Okay? Response, okay, what is it? You have to say some smartphone money. Let me know as soon as you collect yours from here. You can as well send in your link, your Kringly Cash link with your username. The response might sound okay, it sounds good, it's cool. Now, these are the notes concerning the above scripts. The biggest mistake most people make is trying to oversell their closest friends and family. Less is more, as the saying goes. Wait for them to see the gift, and it will either blow them away as too good to be true, or they will get very excited about it. In either case, that is the right time to share your excitement about TBC, not before they see the gift. TBC has been around for 2 years, around for over 2 years, and we have over 3 million members, over 20,000 video testimonials, a 24/7 YouTube broadcast, and 110 native tribes in the Philippines have made TBC their legal money. The offer may seem to be too good to be true to a prospect, but we have credible evidence that TBC is here to stay and there is really money. The cookies you give out now will get converted into Kringle coins into November, and they will be spendable by then. It goes on here to show the script for other people not closest to you. It says script for your contacts on Facebook that you should private them. But let me just go back to where we were, the three-way. I want us to understand the three-way communication first before we can proceed with the scripts. As soon as it is possible, introduce your new recruit to your TBC expert and edify your TBC expert, meaning that you would say that you trust and believe in your TBC expert because they are a successful and helpful member of TBC. In a three-way communication, decide ahead of time with your TBC expert which medium you will use to conduct a three-way communication. You understand now? It can be three-way calling on your phone, or it can be three of you, or on a private video meeting or whatever. Now it is yourself, your prospect, and your sponsor or your expert. You will be discussing together, trying to make the other, to bring your prospect into understanding, as much as you yourself will be also be collecting some more valuable information from your sponsor. It's a three-way communication, so that we will be able to have time to exhaust more aspects of the business. Do you understand, members? Today, we have so many choices available to us as we communicate globally when it comes to mediums of communication. Make up the best times of day to have these three ways. Naturally, these three ways can fill up a TBC expert schedule. So don't expect more than 5 minutes in this three-way when you do them. The TBC expert will ask the new recruit a question or two to get them talking about themselves, and then briefly explain our TBC offer as I did above. And then the TBC expert should edify you to your new recruit by saying they believe in you and expect you to become very successful in TBC, and that we all follow a proven system that works. The TBC expert will then ask the new recruit if they will commit to following our proven system by following your lead. If your new recruit had not yet found that they respect you, then by the time your TBC expert has edified you in front of them, they will have gained a greater respect for you. Some call this the edification game. You see, they call it the edification game. But it is not a game. This is a serious business we are doing here, and we want your new recruit to respect you even enough to follow you in our TBC system. Now, that's how a three-way works the proper way. That's how a three-way works the proper way. Multiple three ways with the same time. Multiply three ways with the same time with the same new recruit is okay. Multiply three ways with the same new recruit is okay, and encouraged to make that new recruit a solid member of our TBC community. You will find that as you do these three ways over and over again, that you will pick up on the bars, words that work, and light people up into action. And you will need to do less and less three ways with your TBC expert once you get the hang of it on your own, and you have a steady cash flow coming in, and it is the proof you know what you are doing. I have made huge incomes doing three ways in other ventures. What a wonderful strategy. Now, let's talk about the danger of setting up a group of any kind. One of two things are likely to happen in any group you set up. Either trolls or misguided members will poison your team in it and create a bunch of time-wasting drama and grief. Or due to a lack of activity in the group, your team will start to conclude that nothing is really happening in TBC, and they lose interest in pursuing it. Both are terrible outcomes. I have dedicated a number of posts within this blog to address the harm trolls can bring into our community through Facebook. I suggest you look those up, but WhatsApp and Telegram groups, as well as Messenger chat groups, can be just as bad. It is almost impossible to train enough watchdogs to protect an active group around the clock. Any social media admin of a group is bound to have these kind of troubles. So consider this a fair warning. The worst thing that happens is when the admin themselves are a TBC troll. Well, they better watch out. Fury builds up and the karma will have her way. Train your team to just avoid most of these groups altogether, and you will enjoy some peace of mind. Gathering people in person in meetings can also be dangerous if you don't know how to manage it properly. I have seen more than one leader fall from grace when they fail to put in the safeguards needed for meetings. Lead by example, be the highest cash flow earner. Lead by example, be the highest cash flow earner. This is a wonderful article, a brilliant article. Typicians, this is a wonderful article. Three-way communication. That is when you involve your new prospect. You have to have time. After signing someone, what I'm learning from this, after signing or bringing in each and every individual who is coming into your team, you as a sponsor have got a great responsibility or great task. Sit down with your new prospect, have a meeting with your sponsor, because everyone who joins TBC joins under a certain sponsor. You have to link through your sponsor. So here we advise that we should sit with our experts, our sponsors. You can either choose any broadcaster, you can either choose your local team leader, someone who has got a positive influence upon members in the community. Because it's not always that every leader out there are good leaders. There are those bad leaders. So you need to have a selective eye. Select someone whom, when you look up to him, you find you can see success. Look up to somebody. Let us learn to have curiosity. Even though they say curiosity killed a cat, let us be curious about discovering new things. You will only discover, learn to know new things if you have a reliable source to rely on. In this case, look for your expert, someone who is doing the same thing that you are doing, someone who has got a credible record. Partner with that particular person. Don't waste your time with people who are ignorant, people who are lazy, people who are selfish, people who like to use you, people who will always discourage you. Look for a person who is open-minded, a person who has got the same dreams like you. The better performers, the team builders, look for those people in the TBC community. Partner with them. You see? And once you are able to have that person, adopt that person. And the new recruits, have a meeting with the three of you, sit down, or have a panel where you can talk issues of the business. You can have a join me panel where you discuss TBC businesses. You can open a Zoom group and discuss through online, as long as you are always involving a team expert, a leader, with yourself and the new recruits. That's what they are saying here. This is going to help empower your new recruits with knowledge. Because as I've always said, knowledge is power. If we sit in a three-way communication, we'll be able to build each other in many dimensions. We can go into we can select a block in the admin and discuss around that block so that we check understanding amongst all of us. This is a really a fantastic approach of which I am also excited. I think I will also adopt the same system. Don't sign someone, don't bring someone in the business and abandon that person. You find a sponsor is only after accumulating numbers of recruits in his team. Once people sign under his team, that particular sponsor, a selfish one, will abandon them and leave them to become orphans. You find the sponsor is not even communicating. There's a communication breakdown. He doesn't care. He doesn't show love. That is not what we are up to here in the Billion Coin community. This is a platform where we need to show interest in other people, especially people whom we have recruited, people whom we have brought into this business. We need to execute love, respect, and dignity. We need to care for our newly signed prospects, nurture them, respect them, love them, communicate with them, either through telephonical means. Always engage them, ask them how they are doing, help them to explain certain aspects of the business. That is love. That is what we sometimes call um, you. In that way, you are helping the process of the distribution of our coins. You are a distributor. A distributor will always take time, will always make some follow-ups, will always build other people. A true leader produces other leaders. A true leader nurtures. A true leader make follow-ups. A true leader asks relevant questions. A true leader will give guidelines, positive guidelines. A true leader cares. I would love to suggest that we need to reread this three-way communication strategy until it stays here in our heads here. Once we understand it, let us execute it. Let us put it into practice. Dear fellow Tbcians, I'm very much empowered. I am very much, I feel excited about this article here. If we can follow such examples, we are going to have massive growth in this billion coin community. Let us love one another. Let us have sympathy. Let us be compassionate enough to look and nurture after our business partners. We need to depopulate the number of orphans, TBC orphans. This is the first cryptocurrency which we have, which we are actually which we are supposed to rely upon and rally behind it, so that we can push up the membership growth up to 1 billion members. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for an opportunity that I have had today. I thank the admin for giving us the opportunity to use this platform as broadcasters. I would like to give respect to each and every leader out there, to each and every member of TBC out there who are pushing hard towards the membership growth. For today and for now, I want to salute you as usually. I want to pay homage to each and everyone out there across the globe. TBC is our currency. We are currently heading towards the second redemption period, which is taking place in November. Let us be able to attend to this issue of redemption, and so that we can have these cookies contained in our TBC 009. Because if this, once we have Kringles in the TBC 009, we will be able to cash flow. Remember the difference between cashing out and cash flowing. In TBC, we do not cash out. Instead, we cash flow, because our cryptocurrency was not designed from the very first inception. It was not designed for cash out purposes. Let us redeem in November and enjoy our wonderful inputs, because we have been collecting these cookies through enrolling new members, through attending send button meetings, through embarking on the massive growth campaign. So it is time for us to redeem our cookies and have them as Kringles in our TBC 009 wallets. I want to thank you very much for an opportunity. Thank you very much for attending to this live broadcast. I hope it is going to help clarify certain issues out there. For now, I would like to say bye and bye till we meet again. Thank you. Bye.